Good morning. So we've taken a hike up into the mountains, get some fresh air, shake off the last of that jet lag. Good news about my luggage, it's now somewhere about a mile away from the hotel, so hopefully I'll get to be reunited with that later on today. It was a pretty busy day yesterday, Adam. What were your kind of thoughts on how it went yesterday?
Very happy, because when you come to Niigata on a buying trip, you have various objectives and targets in mind, or always do a plan ahead. And yeah, on day one I managed to tick off two things that were right at the top of my list, so I'm thrilled with that. And that's about procuring goshkis from the two breeders that I know work as a combination for us back at Bai Koi Farm. I've now got a bit more strength and depth in our breeding lines, which I'll be excited to be running with next year. So that did some shopping at some other farms too. Some really notable unique koi from Azumi, Karashi Azumi, and some lovely picks at Marihiro. So a really successful day.
Excellent, and hopefully we'll find some more amazing fish today.
What a superb walk. How about that? Bit of exercise on this.
Give me an hour and I'll tell you how much I enjoyed it, but right now it's not the right time to ask you how much we enjoyed that.
We're at the top of one of the mountains here in Niigata. Chris has led us to the top, and we've got fantastic views right to the sea and across some of the local landmarks, fish farms, and this is the place where you spend a lot of the year, Chris, and I'm sure a lot of these places that you know or visit.
Yeah, absolutely. Not this point I don't spend a lot of the year, because most of the year this is closed off due to the snowfall, etc. When it's hot in the middle of summer, you don't really want to be walking up here. But yeah, if you look down there, that's Aegea. That's the centre of the koi world. I mean, that's where the Nishiki Ueno Sato Museum is. That's where you're staying. That's where I live. So we're all down there in Aegea. So when you're down in Aegea looking at the mountains, this is the top of where we're looking at. So that's the Shinano River there, which is the longest river in Japan. That runs all the way through Niigata to Niigata City, where it joins the Sea of Japan, which is all the way over there. And in the distance, which you probably won't make out on camera, is Sado Island. That's between here and
Okay. Yes, I can.
Russia, pretty much.
And right. Okay.
You can just about see that. Over there we've got Kashiwazaki, so there's a few breeders with mud ponds over in that direction. But down here is where it all happens. So in the distance you can see the Echigo Mountains. Over that way it's Uenuma. In that area you've got Sekiguchi, Tanaka Satoshi, Wada, Kobayashi. They're all down that area in the distance. So that's probably 45-minute drive from here. It doesn't look it, but it is. To give you a perspective of how high we are, when you're at Yogenji, you're generally considered to be at the top.
Yes. Okay.
That's right down there. Those two tiny buildings right down there in the distance is Yogenji Koi Farm.
Oh wow. Okay.
The two with
see
you see the two with the sloped roof.
Yes.
Moving round to the right, you can see Maruju Koi Farm on its own. And just behind those trees in front of Yogenji Koi Farm, you've got Mushigami Village, where you have Shintaro, Yawamatsu,
Yes.
Arasada. They're all down there. Over that way, you've got Urakawa and various places leading into Aegea. They're all behind coming from Aegea up to the mountains, where you have Tarazo, Marihiro, Otsuka, all along the main road. And then you're driving up all these hills, which you can't see the roads from here, but all the way to Mushigami.
So, Chris, if I've got that right, Aegea, you pointed out.
Yep.
Then there's a road which goes from Aegea almost through this valley. Or
Yeah,
this,
absolutely, yeah.
And then there are tributary roads, and I can actually see in the mountains the steps. It's like steps. It's like the steps we
With the
walked
mud
up.
ponds and the rice fields.
It's
yeah.
like on the
the terraces. Yeah.
It's like on the walk up to here, we went through a stepped trail, and that's almost like big, huge steps.
Yep.
And on each of the tributaries, and you're saying that's like typically what a farm would have one set of those stepped ponds, or would they be shared?
I think generally, like Maruju down there, they're all close to Maruju's farm, so most of those will be Maruju. It's difficult to know whose mud ponds belong to,
Sure.
unless you've been harvesting with them. But over in the mountains, in the distance, just the other side of that mountain,
Yes.
you've got Yogenji and Maruju have got lots of mud ponds in that vicinity.
Right.
That's quite picturesque once you get round there. But if you follow the road round from Yogenji, coming around here, which we've done, you can just see the road there.
Yes.
That takes you through Yamagihira, which is the village over there, which N&D have got a small facility there.
Yes.
And it takes you around to Kaneko, through all the way to Nagaoka, which you see there, and the bullet train line you can just about see in the distance. That's Nagaoka over there. So you've pretty much got a 360-degree view of the whole of the koi world.
So Nagaoka, that's where the Shinkansen that we take from Tokyo lands us in Niigata and Nagaoka.
Yep.
And then we've got a Geo over there, and that's what, a half an hour.
That's a half an hour drive really from the hotel to the station.
So where we're stood, that's about a 20-degree angle from where we're stood. Less than a quarter of a circle. Nagaoka, Shinkansen lands us, a Geo over there, and then another quarter circle over here. We've got this road going through the valley with all those very well-known koi farms and all their mud ponds.
Yeah, well, part of my job when I first started learning, we didn't have Google Maps, we didn't have anything, and part of what I wanted to do was make it efficient for you guys when you're visiting. So it was okay learning how to get from, you got a route of breeders on each day. You do breeder 1, breeder 2, breeder, but if you didn't want to go to breeder 2, you had to go to breeder 2 just to drive past him to get to breeder 3, because we didn't know any other routes, or no one else did. So I deliberately set about learning every single road. Like, you know, like the cabbies learning the knowledge in London.
Yeah.
I deliberately set about learning every single route, every single road, so I can get to breeder 1 to breeder 5 without bypassing 2, 3 and 4. So I pretty much got to learn all of these roads, all of these routes.
We're currently in Otsuka Koi Farm. Some incredible looking fish here. And Adam, you were just telling me that your shag Oakley originated from this farm.
Yes, our breeding female chargoy that we call Oakley because of the colour, which resembles the British oak tree, comes from here, Otsuka Koi Farm. And it's a very special koi that he bred. He knows the exact one. Obviously ours is 105 cm. The last time I was here, Otsuka showed me a sibling sister from that same spawning, and he's yet to harvest his biggest stuff, but his largest koi are in the end tank on my right, and you can see that these are already some substantial koi that he has already put in. That skin is incredibly attractive, yeah.
こういうでっかい炭でも大きくしても
Okay, it's almost the end of the day. Been a pretty busy day. Been to quite a few farms, notably Shinoda, and we've just left Koda, where Adam bought quite a few fish. Do you want to give us a bit of an an overview of your experience there to date?
Yeah, thanks, Woody. So that's 3 years worth of buying in one hit. This is my third trip to Japan in the last 2 years, and on each trip I've been looking to get into Coda, and for one reason or another, this is the first time we've been able to. He had a super range of stock in exactly the kind of varieties that he does so well, and that fits the gaps that in our sales room, and that our customers, I'm sure, will be really interested in. So I've enjoyed that. That's being able to be able. I feel a sense of satisfaction of being able to bring all of that together. And I know they've got a super set of fish from Coda to present to our customers next year, both at all price points, including a few specials.
Yes.
A few specials at the end.
And even I got to pick out a box too, so I was definitely honoured to be able to do that.
That's the best box. That's the best box.
Guess you'll see. I'll just share a little video of it up in the screen somewhere there. But yeah, and what have we got to look forward to this evening? I think another steak dinner's coming up, right?
That's what I'm told, and do you like a nice steak? Food in Japan is one of the highlights for me of the trip.
Yeah, it really
I'm
is.
often asked, oh, you're going on holiday. Well, it's a work trip. We work very hard, but there's a little bit of play, and the food is a big part of the play here for me.
Oh, it's amazing. Even, the sandwiches we've been eating in 7-Eleven today, we had a, mandarin orange and whipped cream sandwich, which was, I can tell you, much better than the Marks & Spencer strawberry sandwich that they had running this summer. So
I haven't tried the M&S sandwich.
you'll have to take my word for it.
I will do, but it was extremely delicious.
Yeah. All right, nice one. Catch you tomorrow.